Request your faves, let's start the flow. Raise on the air, the mic's in hand. Get your tunes on demand. Dial that number, make your call. Your choice, your voice, we'll play them all. Feel the vibe, feel the beat. Raise flavors, taste so sweet. Raise flash, request on the air. Turn it up without a care. Your songs unite, you say, raise flowers all the way. From pop to rock and in between, we'll play your hits, your music dream. Ray's got the jams, it's your time. Make your request, let's shine. Time to share what you love. Ray's got your tune, push and shove. Your request, your pick. Ray's on the mic, make it quick. Ray's flash, request on the air. Turn it up without a care. Your songs unite, you say, raise flowers all the way. We'll play your hits, your music dream. Ray's got the jams, it's your time. Make your request, let's raise flowers. Request on the air. Turn it up without a care. Your songs unite, you say, raise flowers all the way. All the way. Raise flowers all the way. All the way. To rock and in between, we'll play your hits, your music dream. Ray's got the jams, it's your time. Make your request, let's shine. All the way. Raise flowers all the way. All the way. Show. It's time to go. Request your phase, let's start the flow. Raise on the air, the mic's in hand. Get your tunes on demand. Dial that number, make a call. Your choice, your voice, we'll play them all. Feel the vibe, feel the beat. Raise flavors, taste so sweet. Raise flowers, request on the air. Turn it up without a care. Your songs, your night, your say. Raise flowers all the way. From pop to rock and in between, we'll play your hits, your music dream. Ray's got the jams, it's your time. Make your request, let's shine. Time to share what you love. Ray's got your tune, push and shove. Your request, your pick. Raise on the mic, make it quick. Raise flowers, request on the air. Turn it up without a care. Your songs, your night, your say. Raise flowers all the way.
We're the better version.
What is up, YouTube, and welcome to the Race Plays Radio Show. We have another amazing show for you today. Holy moly, holy moly. Sorry so much to New York, first of all, but also just to everybody for starting a little late. Me and I'm not going to tell you who I got in the studio, but me and my friend been sitting here for about an hour watching the Dodger game. Dodgers versus Mets, 10-2, ladies and gentlemen. We're 3 up. That's 3 games to 1. So we got one more game, and we are going to clinch this playoffs. What do they call that? The NSA. My son was telling me this. We're not quite we're getting into the World Series. Basically, that's what it means.
Pre-World Series. Pre-World Series.
To keep it simpler for the layman's terms. Okay,
yeah.
We're about to hit the World Series once again with the Dodgers. Holy moly! Put in the fire in the chat if you love the Dodgers, and put a sad emoji if you're a New York fan. It's okay. I want all of you to listen today. New York, it's a beautiful day no matter what. And it's a beautiful day in California. It's 9:02 here in California. We've got another amazing show. Here's the thing. I want to give a huge shout out to my friend D. D has an amazing podcast called The 110 Pod. Now, The 110 Pod works like this. She's a music podcast just like me. She loves music, and it's a really killer show for people like me and you that don't got a lot of time to sit here and listen to Raceways for an hour. She's got a show that's only 10 minutes long. Can you believe that? That's one band in 10 minutes. That's why it's called the 110 Podcast, because in 10 minutes, she talks about the band, she plays their music, and then she's out. So it's a really quick podcast. If you catch that, the 110 Pod, her Instagram is going to be popping up on my stream chat, the whole stream. So you'll be able to follow her on Instagram, and there's links. Her bio link will take you to the show on Spotify, but it's an amazing, fun show. But what's great, and the great relationship that me and D have, some of these musicians have a longer story to tell, obviously, right? Longer than 10 minutes. They've got a whole lifetime to tell. And when they do, then she sends them to me, my friends. Then she sends them over to me, and they come into my show. And that's why today, my friends, please welcome Mr. Chris Killz to the show.
Hi, how you guys doing?
What is up, my man? Thank you for coming on the show, my friend.
Thanks for having me. I'm looking forward to talking about everything and anything.
Absolutely. How'd you enjoy the game?
The game was awesome. I was working, but I caught the very end of it, thankfully, because of your hospitality. I was able to catch it here in your lovely home.
Yep.
And your dogs wanted to bite my ankles.
Absolutely.
I grew on them. Because dogs know dogs. You understand?
No dogs, no dogs.
Dogs know dogs. They're like, oh, wait. You're one of us. Okay, cool.
Is that like Gangster Knows Gangster? It's the same
Pretty
thing?
much, but dogs.
But dogs.
Gangster, and more humping.
And more leg humping.
More leg humping
Nice.
than any gangster does. Just a little more.
Fantastic. Yep, we got the big screen in the front. So we had the pre-game show.
Yes.
Watching the game. Right?
It was awesome.
Awesome, right? We're like, because we were both on the edge of our feet, like our biting our nails, making sure that the Dodgers clinched this one, right?
Yeah, he was biting my nails.
We were biting each other's nails.
Yeah.
Waiting for the Dodgers to clinch this.
Yeah, it was crazy. But anyway, I just, at the end of the day, I don't want to look like a poser here. Any playoffs of any sport, I'm all in. I really love the art of competition. It's beautiful to see.
Hell yeah.
And that goes for all sports. But if you want to know the main sport that I'm a gigantic fan of, I mean, like preseason, but it would be called preliminary fights, UFC, MMA, any mixed martial arts.
Nice.
That's my life.
Well, let me tell you who Chris is before we even get to, because I want to get to something that he's really cool into right off the bat. He's an amazing guitar player. He is an amazing singer. He has chops. I've heard him sing. I understand he comes highly recommended by D. D has great taste in music, and after doing my research, which you guys know I do, I don't just bring people on and blah 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 blah. I go back in the background, watch this guy play a few shows and concerts and stuff like that, and he's got chops. He knows how to sing. He does some Alicia Keys live. He's done some. You're a big fan of the Boss or James Brown.
If you're a big, huge fan.
Yeah.
One of my favorites. He's on my Mount Rushmore for damn sure. James Brown.
Hell yeah, he's on everybody.
He's a fucking entertainer.
Godfather of funk.
That's right. That's right. No one puts on a show like James Brown. No one walks the walk like James Brown.
Exactly.
James Brown did music the way he feels it. Fucking feels good, I feel good.
And he paid the cost to be the boss. So,
yeah, dude. So that's the song I always. Well, now I like to come out to whenever I perform.
I heard you play that. It sounds amazing.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Dude, it's great. It's because you have that. You have the skill to sing, obviously, but you have a unique like kind of like the way he had that rasp, that kind of yell a little bit.
Yeah.
Right. That kind of like that. He had that like chop. It was amazing. He could hit tones like what you do, but it was the rawness that you guys both have. It kind of it's similar to be. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, part of the raspy crew.
There you go, raspy groove. That's a good way to put it.
The raspy crew. Well, the thing is, like, I don't know any other way to sing. I've tried to sing clean, and honestly, I would love to sing clean. Everybody, would love to do something that they're not able to do. Like, clean singers will tell me, oh, I wish I could be raspy. And a raspy singer's like, fuck, I wish I could be clean. Like clean, like Sinatra, or any crooner like Tony Bennett or Bobby Darin. All those beautiful swing singers are clean singers, and I admire it. I just can't freaking do it for the life of me. But you know what? This is what my tone is. But I do have a connection to other like raspy singers, like also James Brown's for sure is one of them. But also you got to go with Rod Stewart.
Oh, you like all the good stuff. I got Rod Stewart vinyl over there.
Oh, nice.
Rod Stewart's freaking amazing. What's the band that Rod Stewart played with the guitar player from
Small Faces?
What?
I think it was the Faces. Sorry.
Yeah, the Faces, exactly. Dude, that band used to rip it up when Rod Stewart was singing them.
Steve Marriott. Steve Marriott was the singer. I believe Rod came in eventually, but Steve Marriott was another one. Do you know who Steve Marriott is?
I don't know Steve Marriott, because I only know Faces with Rod Stewart, and then as he got famous, like he went out. Yeah. And then I don't know who came in after.
I believe it was Steve Marriott, but Steve Marriott was in the band called Humble Pie.
Okay. Dude, I have that too. I know, but yeah. I know Humble Pie. I got the vinyl right there.
30 days in the hole.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Steve Marriott.
30 days in the hole.
Yeah, and now, you know who was in that band? Steve Marriott and Peter Frampton were in that band.
What?
Yeah, together. Before Peter Frampton was even anybody.
Holy moly. That's where Peter Frampton came from. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Then Peter Frampton went on to do his own thing. Mm-hmm. But shout out to Steve Marriott and rest in peace, because it seems that everybody he had worked with or crossed paths with seemed to have gotten to that level, and he never did. But he's like a musician's musician, and frankly, one of my favorite singers of all time, Peter Frampton. Oh, sorry, Peter Frampton. Goddamn, I'm just really tired. Steve Marriott. Steve Marriott, one of my favorite singers of all time.
He's probably just one of those musicians like Prince or somebody, like when you're around them, it just comes off of them. Like the vibes off, and you learn from them, probably being around them.
No, he was an Irish fuck. He was like, he died because he lit a cigarette and burned his whole house down. It was
so he's just a crazy dude?
He's just burned. Yeah, that sucks. But I recommend everybody look up Steve Marriott. And at one point, the Rolling Stones wanted to have him in their band, but Mick Jagger would not let that shit happen.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. Shout out Steve Marriott.
Steve Marriott, holy moly. Rest in peace, Steve Marriott. Yeah. Crazy. So your band, Chris Killz and the Family, just launched an album a couple weeks ago. This October, Mr. Move is the name of the album. Is that correct?
Mr. Move On.
Mr. Move On. Okay, perfect. Let's give the audience a little taste of some of that beautifulness of Chris Killz and the Family. Let's listen to something called Bad Man on the Raise Flays radio show.
Can I keep this up? I'm lying to my teeth just to fill my cup. Making plans but never making the time. I fall in love and then I change my mind. Well, listen here, baby, I warned you before. Don't get close to me, cause I'm out the door. Still took a chance, I don't understand why a good woman loves a bad man. Why a good woman loves a bad man. Oh. Why a good woman loves a bad man. Yeah.
Let's go. Chris Killz in the studio, Raise Flays radio show.
Coming
voice that I'm talking about. Holy moly, holy moly. If you like that, fire in the chat for me, please. Holy moly. Chris Killz in the studio with the new album, Mr. Move On, and a piece called Bad Man. Let's pull that mic close to you. We're going to get into it deeply here now. We got to hear everything you say. Bad Man. What? That is a good question, my friend. Why do women love a bad man?
I don't know, man. I think it's because people love a risk taker. Why do you think tattoos are so prominent in the attraction department?
That bad boys.
Yeah, that's right. Everybody, check out Ray. All those ladies out there. But I wouldn't say you're a bad man. But that being said, this song was inspired by my two sisters. I grew up with two older sisters. My mother and my dad had left when I was very young. So it was just, I was the only man in the house I was a baby. I was like 14. And I used to see my sisters go through different men. And all of them were just bags of shit. And I never understood it because my sisters were good girls. And, I've yelled at them. I've gotten in physical fucking fights, over this shit. I remember
with some of the guys that they did it.
Yeah,
I would imagine.
Yeah. I had to take on big brother would be, even though I was little, and father, essentially. I remember one time this guy just slammed my sister's door and stormed out, and she's crying, and I went over to his fucking car with a pipe, and I just tapped on the window. I said, "Get the fuck out here, dog," and they don't see that shit coming,
Damn. How old were you at that time?
That time I was like, I was like 18 or something, 19.
Wow.
I was ready to catch a case. Well, the point is, like, I see them go through that, and I wanted to write a song about it, but I also wanted to take on the first person role of being the bad guy. Sure. And I gotta be honest with you too, some of those lyrics, I relate to them a lot, because I think every guy has to, the only way you're going to be good is if you try bad. And once you try bad, you learn, okay, that's not cool. Maybe I shouldn't do that. But I think a lot of honest men at least can relate to this song in that regard. And a lot of honest women can relate to the song in the context of being the victim. So I hope the song brings some kind of awareness to that, because it's real. It's really fucked up. And so seek help. If you're in an abusive relationship, there's a 1-800 number. I believe 1-800 number is right here for you. Let me go ahead and here we go. Domestic violence hotline right here.
Let's get that in the chat.
Yeah, you got it right there.
Here it is 800-799-7233 if you are suffering from domestic violence, or you can text 88788 in your own phone number right there. Help is available for those suffering right there for you guys. Let me get
Or
that.
you can call me and I'll pull up and I'll take care of it.
There you go. You've had enough. It's interesting that it's just a great. It's interesting that you are able to see that song and write that song from both perspectives, because you had women in your life that you had to protect. You had women in your life that had bad guys in their life. But then the other side is like, dude, why is that? Like sometimes, and I've had this experience being as old as I am, but like back in the day with my exes, it's like, the whole thing, the tattoos, when I was a bad guy, they were on me like bees on honey. But the minute you change and you decide to change your life and try to do better and try to do different things, then they take off.
The fun's over for them, I guess.
It's like what I don't know what that is.
It's intoxicating. It's like substance abuse. You start to rely on it, and before you know it, you've been completely taken over by it. And the first step is admitting, okay, like, I'm in this horrible situation. How did I get here, and how can I get out? And I was pretty judgmental at first about a lot of women in particular that were in horrible relationships. But then I went through my own toxic relationship, and I didn't take my own advice. I should have left, but I didn't. And I was kind of a dick too, I'm not gonna lie. So usually two good people together turn bad together, but separate individually, maybe they're good, but this particular chemistry together creates two bad people. You know what I mean? It all depends on the chemistry, right? But and some people are just lost. You can't fucking save them.
Yeah.
So you just have to watch them wither away. You know, like Amy Winehouse. Like, she's a good example. And you brought up Prince earlier too. I believe Prince tried to save Amy Winehouse. He performed with her and said, on the condition that you don't bring your heroin addicted fucking husband. And sure enough, the husband still came and actually stole money from Prince.
What?
Yeah, stole
Serious?
money. And then Amy calls Prince apologizing, and he said, look, I'll fly you a private jet right now to get away from him. And she didn't take it. So, and look what happened to her.
The exact dude. That's a great example right there, dude.
Yeah.
Some scumbag, drug addict, bad guy. So you wrote the song "Bad Man," and it's in the place of the first person of the bad man.
Yeah.
But also having that aspect of knowing the history. So it's for both sides. It's a great song for both sides, and it's just a really cool song. Just an awesome taste of the talent of Chris Killz and the family. It's pretty awesome.
Thank you, brother.
What a crazy life. Let's get into like that. Like, can you talk about like what, like your parents just took off, never came back?
So my mom and my dad had a really like abusive relationship. I've never seen the man beat the shit out of her. His hand was probably too tired from beating the shit out of me. But
So
there
you
was a
suffered
lot of
some abuse
that
as well.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wow.
Dude.
Sorry about that.
And it's cool. It's usually disguised as discipline, and one or two things could happen. One, you could just be a shell of what you used to be, which was an innocent little kid. Or you get fucking rebellious, and I leaded more toward the rebellious part. And granted, after he split, and I had to kind of find my own male role models to look up to.
Sure.
I didn't have any. That was it, you know. To me at the time, I just resented the man so much. I was like, what the fuck? But I got lucky. My grandfather took on the role.
Oh, crazy.
Yes.
And that was his dad or
My mother's.
your mom's dad?
Yeah. And he's a real estate rock star.
Nice.
Born 1930, hitchhiked from Mexico City to America, swam across the Hudson.
Holy moly.
And he was like a kid too. He was like 12 or some shit.
Damn.
And ended up in Texas, worked at a paint factory, got drafted into the Korean War, caught a couple of bodies, came back. Fucking killed it in the real estate business, retired in his mid-40s,
A real
fucking
man.
millionaire, a fucking beast.
A beast,
This
man.
is his ring right here.
That's his ring. No
Yeah.
way, dude. Hell yeah.
I got
That's
it right
crazy.
here. Yeah. And I like to think that I inherited something. If I inherited like 5% of the man, I would be set today. So I hope I have just that. But he ended up raising me. Yeah, he taught me good shit. Manners, always hold the door open for a woman, pay
Nice.
every dinner. He got me into the crooners like Sinatra and Bobby Darin.
crazy.
He loved Bobby Darin, man. And he got me into drinking expensive whiskey. So that was great too.
Nice.
He is a good man. And I actually finally put him to rest about 2 years ago now.
2 years ago he passed.
Something poetic, like I was next to him, and when he passed away, I picked him up, and I took him into the car myself, and it just felt like it was a beautiful it was a good
completion
man.
type of thing.
Maybe I should stop drinking this.
No,
Getting a little
dude.
emotional.
That's all right. No,
That's what the glasses are for.
This is what the glasses are for, and that's what that couch is for. You. Most people that sit on that couch share their entire lives with me, so
hug the
please feel
pillow. This is
comfortable.
the hugging
and
pillow.
the pillows, and there's a little puppy over there too. You can hold the puppy.
Oh, it's a puppy.
Yeah, so if you need to hold that too, you can hold that, and you'll be good.
Yeah, he's probably in heaven right now calling me a bitch.
That's all right. He was a real man. That's what a
Love
man's
him.
supposed to be. That's incredible, dude. So you got that male role model, and then mom, was she just out of the picture? Just took off as well?
No, mother, I have to first start by saying she is a phenomenal woman, phenomenal grandmother, but she was weak. So when my father left, she became like a heavy alcoholic, like
Sure.
really bad. I mean, like empty vodka bottles and not even good ones too, like Smirnoff. What the fuck?
Once you get to a certain point, it's kind of just anything does it, right?
Yeah, she
I know
didn't
for me,
hide.
it was like that.
Exactly. She didn't hide any of the trauma. It was just out for everybody to, to see. But yeah, she was really low. I'm gonna respect her because I love her to death, and I'll just leave it at she took it horribly, but she has one of the greatest comebacks, ever, because she hasn't touched a drink in, Jesus Christ, like almost 7 or 8 years.
No way. Congrats,
from
Mom. That's incredible.
A bottle every day to 0 and just being a phenomenal grandmother. And that's the beauty of life, man. If you fuck up before, you have the future to change. You could change now, man. That's the one thing you're in control of.
Immediately. Dude,
Yeah,
I hope that you got your kids, if you're listening right now, you can 100% change. I know it always seems that it's gone too far, or you've gone too far over the edge. There's always a chance. There's always more life to be had, and there's so many opportunities to get help. There's a number for the abuse line as well. And you guys know that we have hope. We have hope pins right here. Our pin says hope because Windows of Hope comes on this channel every month, and it's a counseling service that's available. If you go to windowsofhope.com, you can get yourself help right now, whether it's abuse situation, whether it's an alcohol situation, any situation that you're dealing with. Windowsofhope.com, get yourself help or watch the show. We're going to have her on in a couple weeks as well. We always have different topics on the show. We're big on mental health here because I've dealt with mental health myself. Some of my family members have as well. And Windows of Hope has been that resource for us here on the Race Flays Radio Show. The reason why I talk about background, Chris, is because, look, no matter how dark and sketchy it gets, there's always, you said it, there was something good that came out. That grandfather of yours, he showed you how to be a man. He showed you what it really means to be a man, and showed you the freaking proper stuff. Like, dude, drinking the proper whiskey, and number one, and then number two, the crooners, bro. Tony Bennett, all the good stuff, all the stuff I like, Frank Sinatra, the crooners. And then talk to me about the next step. How old were you when you picked up that guitar?
I was 15 years old. How did I even get that motherfucker? I know that I told my mother I really wanted one. She finally got it for me. It was a blue Fender Squire. Could have been
nice.
Maybe $110 with the amp. And you're probably wondering,
amp.
Yeah, like, oh, that's
amazing.
Really, that's a steal. No, we just live in inflation. 110 was pretty penny. It was all right.
It was a lot back then, huh?
It was a lot back then. We're talking 17, almost 18 years ago. Put you this way, my first minimum wage job was $7. So I didn't realize how fucking much time has passed.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, dude! I remember $7.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, $7 an hour.
That was like managing Kmart. Like, that's what I got for managing Kmart warehouse was $7 an hour.
You're a baller.
I was like, yes, I run the forklift.
That's right,
dude. That's
man.
crazy.
It's got the guitar, and I had been obsessed with music already. My little tiny iPod Shuffle. I had a little thing, and I would just no screen, by the way, just a little stick.
Yeah, before they had a screen.
Exactly. So you just click, and it shuffles out of the 100 songs, which was the max limit of songs that you could put on the shuffle. And I would listen to like Aerosmith, AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, the Beatles. Queen. I was huge on
How
Queen.
did you know that? That's all the good stuff. Was the grandfather telling you about the good stuff?
My grandfather told me about the swing stuff, the swing music and stuff. But the rock and roll came from my mother because she was actually huge. She was like a Motley. She used to walk Sunset Strip with the whole makeup, the whole thing. She was a big, follower of Motley Crue. And she told me that she saw him at the Key Club. I don't know if she's fucking lying to me, but she said she made out with Tommy Lee. I don't know, dude.
It's possible. Tommy Lee made out with very many women, so it's quite possible.
I was like, Mom, is it true? Is what true? Is this guy packing a fucking hog? Don't talk to me like that. You're drunk.
Did he have a bat in his pants? Tell me now. Tell me the truth.
Yeah, I'll probably ask her when I get home. I'll wake her up.
There you go. Like, wait, I just finished the show. I got to ask you a question.
Yeah, exactly.
Race Plays wanted to know.
Yeah, the whole world wants to know.
Inquiring Mind wants to know about Tommy Lee.
Was it a baby arm holding an apple? Was it a horse cock? We need to know.
Is it a
this.
burrito?
These are the questions to ask on Race.
On the Race Plays radio show. Holy moly, dude! Was I wrong? Was guitar the first instrument? Was that really the first instrument that you played?
Yes. So the guitar, as I was gonna say, that first night I got it, obsessed. I couldn't sleep. I was up till like 7 a.m. the first day trying to learn the first 4 notes to Stairway to Heaven.
Of course, because we all started on Stairway to Heaven when we play guitar.
Yeah, dude. Like I just had to. And then what helped a lot too was YouTube just started probably a year before I picked up the guitar.
Crazy.
So before the guitar, I mean, I used to upload funny videos as a kid, stuff like that. I was always trying to be creative, and back then YouTube was just making funny videos for your friends. I did not think it would be a career the way it is now, like the Mr. Beast of the world, but I digress. YouTube's been around for 1 year, and I learned a lot of guitar from YouTube guitar lessons, just watching and stuff like that. And I was obsessed, and before you know it, I would say like 3 months in, I was already playing fucking Thunderstruck by AC/DC.
No way.
I was doing Johnny Be Good by Chuck Berry.
Dang, 3 months.
3 months, Highway to Hell. I was figuring it out. It came so fucking natural. So they always say like hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. When I was a kid, I felt like I had a little bit of both. Mostly the hard work part. I was obsessed.
You just kept practicing and practicing and practicing.
Well, yeah, because when I was younger, they used to discipline me by taking away my video games. And at this point, and a fucking belt to the dome. But at this point, it was, no, we need to take his guitars away.
They figured it out. They figured out you love guitar.
Way more than anything else was the guitar.
Holy moly. Let me show them what you're talking about, because when I say he plays guitar, like this dude, check this out. Like, let me show you this guy leading guitar on this show here. If I can get this in here real quick. Let's see if you can hear this. So this is at the Heritage Festival in Montebello, and you're ripping up the solo for Hotel California, bro.
And it's funny because the second half of the solo, like this wasn't fun enough, so I'm gonna double time it. I'm gonna go a little faster. Here we go. It's kind of funny. And then back.
And then
back to the normal tempo,
normal
yeah.
Time. Sick, dude. That's incredible.
Yeah, man.
Man, so crazy. So that shows us that you were hardcore practicing like crazy, trying to get to that level. Obviously, you see the progression. You see him just annihilating that guitar, annihilating that Hotel California, and I've seen him do other stuff as well. So crazy. What man, in 3 months learning all those other songs, that was pretty quick.
Yeah.
So how long did it take from 15 to what, where you start to write your own songs and stuff like that?
About a year.
A
I
year.
was like my
So
16.
16 years old.
Yeah, I started writing my own songs, but they were just like rock and roll songs, and not to like say that's less than what I do now, but rock and roll songs were pretty easy to write considering the format. You know,
Sure.
you just come up with a cool riff, and then you do a verse. And then you come back to the cool riff, and then the second verse, then the riff, then the solo, and it was just a format that was easy for me as a kid, 16, to like write. So I must have wrote like a dozen rock songs, and then that's when I started working with my first band. It was and they were all like best friends to this day. It was my buddy Ryan, who I met at a musical. He was doing Grease at my high school, and he was the beauty school dropout guy. Who was that? Frankie Valli?
Frankie Valley?
Well, who sings Beauty School Dropout?
Yeah. I think it was Frankie Valley. Yeah.
So yeah, it's him. He's
So
singing.
he sings like that. He sings that good?
Fucking great to this
Dang.
day. And now he's a fucking truck driver in Colorado. Love him to death. His name's Ryan Stokes. Shout out,
Ryan,
brother.
listen to the show on the way you're driving that truck. You need to listen to the Race Plays Radio Show. We got hours here for you.
Yeah, he's like my brother. And it's just it's just crazy because there's so many talented people that are your everyday Americans working their job. It's like this guy really carries a gift, and I know he's gonna do something with it one day. With a record. I'm expecting a record from this man because he's that fucking good. And Brian, if you're listening, I got your back on the guitar. So him, and then my bassist, his name's Nicholas Danucci, and we started our instruments together at 15. He played bass simply because no one else wanted to, and no offense, I didn't realize how important bass playing was until...
No, when you're a kid, you have no idea. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, nobody wants to do it because you want to be that rock star on the front.
you want to be the rock star, but then
Then later on, you're like, that's the whole thing. That
It's the
holds
whole
everything
thing.
up.
Exactly. You know you made it when you have a great bass player.
Oh,
you know, you're not gonna go anywhere with a whatever bass player. And also bass is in every genre you could think of, if it's an instrument or if it's a tone. You need that low end,
Big time.
You need that fucking filling
Let's
in your
get some
balls.
of that low end right now. Let's listen to Are We Gonna Make It and see if we can get some low end on this show with Are We Gonna Make It?
Can the world be any worse? Will the gods ever heal the earth?
Yeah.
Are we gonna make it, babe? Evil's reckless and untamed, but you know I'm not the one to blame. Are we gonna make it, babe? Oh, so take my hand, my girl, 'cause I will be the one that you love the most. Hey, now, the truth will be set free, but no one really know about me. Oh.
Everything going okay?
Huh? Yeah.
Those in charge create divide, and the fools are choosing side. Are we gonna break it, babe? Oh, life will never the same. Tomorrow's mine to claim. Are we gonna make it, babe? Oh, so take my hand, my girl, 'cause I would be the one that you love the most. Hey, now, the truth will be set free, but no one really know about me. Oh.
There it is, another piece from the album Mr. Move On.
Mr. Move On.
Mr. Move On is the new album. That one called Are We Gonna Make It, with some amazing bass. I interrupted you about the bass guy story. Was that the same bass player that you play with now, or were you talking about another bass player?
This is the same one.
Same dude. Your
Same dude
guy.
since 15.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about, some
dude.
longevity in the relationships.
You know, I'm just gonna let you know that's where And the Family came from.
That was my next question.
Yes. dude.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
go.
This is called Chris Killz and the Family. My next question was, who's the family?
Well, the bass player, his name's Nicholas DiNucci. We started together. We were both 15, and like I said, he was a bass player due to circumstance, because we all wanted to be the rock star, and he's like, I guess I'll play bass. And I'm gonna tell you this right now, he doesn't like compliments, so y'all better flood his shit. Nicholas DiNucci is the greatest bass player in Los Angeles.
Whoa, he's gonna have to come on the show for that kind of talk.
He is my number one guy. He is my, what's the fucking
It sounded freaking amazing right now. That's down on that song.
oh, dude, he
Dude's
killed
thick.
it. If you listen to the end of the song, I would love if you could show right after I say at the end of the song, it's usually a rock and roll standard to do a guitar solo. You know, just shred, and then the song ends.
Yeah.
But Nick is so good. I'm like, Nick, I'm gonna let you do your thing. I'm gonna hold
Keep
back.
talking. The song's gonna play. Keep talking.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold back and let you do your thing.
Crazy.
You can switch to the end if you want. Like,
Let's go towards the end.
little more after this chorus. Alright, keep it going. Yeah, we're good. You can hear me? Alright, cool.
Talk loud.
So right here, we're going. We're rocking. Here we go. Alright, keep it going. Listen. Mess with that.
Holy moly. The song is called Are We Gonna Make It? And we have Nicholas DiNucci on bass right there. Holy moly. Thick like funk and rough like Metallica. Holy moly. That is crazy. That is just raw freaking. He must have like the biggest freaking like what Serwin Vega? Some sort of like Serwin Vega giant bass amp or something like that?
Oh, the dude's a minimalist. Like,
What?
he doesn't need much.
Dang.
Like, he has his pedal board, he has his Fender bass, and he just gets it fucking done,
He
dude.
sounds so good, bro.
Again, we were.
Shawnee Starfire in the house. What's up, Shawnee?
Hey.
Holy moly, New York in the house.
Let's
Crazy,
go.
crazy. So we're here with Chris Killz and the family. We're talking about the family. We're talking about Chris Killz, amazing talent, guitar amazing, singing amazing, but he's backed up by one of the killerest bands. And it reminds me, when I was listening to it, is like Van Morrison. Remember when he had the big band?
Yes.
Like later on towards the late 60s, and he had the full-on jazz musicians in the background.
Yes.
He's just singing and chopping like a crooner, like you were talking about.
Yeah.
And he's got that killer band. It reminds me like you have that kind of people in the back of you.
The best, man. The best. And they just happen to be people I grew up with.
What?
Yeah, so Nick, we went to the same elementary school. I met him when I was like in 5th grade. And then, so Trip Out. So the keyboardist on this album, his name is Gabriel Garnica, but his nickname is Buzz. You know, like Buzz from Home Alone, because he looks like Buzz from Home Alone.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he looks just like Buzz. But anyway,
He's
so
Buzz
Buzz
Lightyear.
plays the keys. I met him in 3rd grade, and we all started together as well, 14, 15 years old. That's already 3 members that grew up together. Then we have Peter. Zavala on the drums. Peter Zavala, and though I didn't,
Sick drummer.
yo, he's fucking phenomenal. I get the best, bro. He's a phenomenal drummer. He's been in a lot of big bands. 23 Skunks is one of them, and the Clash, not the Clash Club.
He was in the Clash. Holy moly.
No. Clash of Titans. He's a tribute to the Big Four. So he does drums of Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer. What's the fourth one? I always forget. My bad, whoever it is. But Peter,
Metallica, Slayer, Megadeth, or what?
Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer, and there's one more.
Anthrax.
Maybe Anthrax, most likely.
Right.
So Peter, I met him 8 years ago. 8 years ago. Fuck, that's a long. Really, I met him
That's
at
crazy.
we played music for a musical. We were the live band in the background at Boyle Heights at the theater called Casa 0101, hosted by Josefina Lopez, dude. Josefina Lopez.
Crazy.
She wrote "Real Women Have Curves," and that's where I met Peter. We just been fucking best friends ever since. And so he's the drummer. The sax is Colin Kupka. The sax that you hear on the record
That's
is
what really makes it full. Like obviously you have a sick foundation. You have the bass. You have a killer drummer. You have guitar.
Yeah.
You have keyboard. So you're set. But then when you got a kind of a funk R&B is what you got going.
Yes.
Right. So it has to have those horns. That horns is what makes it like big. It's a big sound. Shawnee Starfire, thank you so much for being awake right now. Shawnee Starfire in the house, my friends. Give her some love in the chat. I can't believe Shawnee's with us right now. Hang out, Shawnee. Keep the love coming. Shawnee makes the love in the chat. I'm telling you, Shawnee makes the love in the chat.
What's up, Shawnee?
Shawnee Starfire from
Shawnee Starfire.
She's in New York, East Coast, and she's listening to Chris Killz and the Family right now.
Let's party. I'm going to New York in December, dude.
There you go. Chris Killz is coming to New York to a city near you on tour right now. Crazy, dude. So, dude, all your friends, like, I've been in mini bands over the years, but you don't like stick with the friends from high school because not everybody's as good. Like, some people drop off. It seems like all of your friends are good.
It was magic. It was a
Penny Polish in the house too. Holy moly, it's a party. Chris Killz and the Family in the chat. Holy moly, Penny Polish. This is gonna be an amazing show for you guys.
every time someone
Chris
joins,
Killz.
I'll take a drink.
Every time someone joins the chat, Chris is going to take a drink. Chris Killz. Make sure you follow this guy on Spotify. You got let me put the link right there for you guys so you guys can have it. Boom. Make sure you guys listen to this music. Incredible. We're talking thickness like Van Morrison. We're talking funk like James Brown. We're talking about R&B to like a roadshow band. I can't wait till these guys get on the road. It's going to be amazing. So all your friends are amazing musicians. You've got Nicholas DeNucci on bass. You've got Gabriel Guerrera on
Gabriel Garnica.
Garnica, like a video game.
Oh yeah, this is a Spaniard ass last name. It's a strong
Garnica.
Spaniard name.
Damn, and then Peter Zavala on the drums.
Colin.
Peter Colin?
No, Peter Zavala. Then it's Colin Kupka. So Kupka kind of sounds like a Mario fucking
Kuka?
turtle.
Is he the sax?
He's the sax. And I got last but not least Marissa Padilla.
Marissa Padilla. I want to talk about her next. Is she the girl that sings this song right here called Would You Believe?
That's her.
Oh my god.
And before we click play, I just want to say
explain it to me because this girl is wow.
Phenomenal singer.
Jeez.
I hope she's looking right now. Marissa, you are a fucking talent, and I'm honored to work with you. Now, the story of Marissa, I've known her, Jesus Christ, for maybe 10 years.
Wow.
And she was dating a friend of mine, and it was crazy times. We were all young and dumb and drinking a lot and partying, but her and I always had the same fascination with music. And I remember I heard her doing karaoke one night, and I was like, girl, you could fucking sing.
Wait, she didn't know she could sing? She was just karaokeing it up
she's
there?
Bad. That's the funny thing. She knows, but I don't blame her not pursuing it because it's a rough business. This business.
So she was into it, but she wasn't into it. Like, she never I'm going to go join a band. I just like to do it.
Exactly. Like, it's just this golden voice. But granted, her in this in the market, the real world, the American capitalist market, she's a queen. She crushes it. She has her own business, A1 Mills.
What's it called?
A1 Mills. If you guys look up A1 Mills on Instagram, but she crushes it. She does so good for herself as a strong, independent, you know.
She doesn't
woman.
even. She doesn't. She has a real job. Like me. Like
Yeah.
Like what our parents would say. She has a real job.
No, exactly. But I'm just, we're not gonna let that voice go away. No way,
No
man.
way. And
No way.
I'll tell you why. Listen to this voice. Listen to this freaking voice.
Love
Oh
you,
my
Marissa.
God. I was like, dude, okay, you gotta get this one doing more. Are we gonna would you believe it's a song, right?
Yeah, would you believe?
Would you believe? Oh my. Look at this clean guitar too. I want to talk to you about that. I love having that clean. I had a Yamaha house that.
Oh, yeah?
And so I was able to get that clean. I don't know how you get the clean.
I'll show you.
Walking alone on this cold and winding road, I start to unfold.
She's in the chat.
I hear
No way.
your
Yeah, my live
voice
chat.
like
Oh, in your Instagram chat.
Yeah.
Come over to YouTube, my friend. Come over to YouTube, Marissa.
whispering
Love you,
the
Marissa.
air. I see you everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
Would you believe me if I said I still loved you? And would you believe me if I still care? You know I've been trying, living without you, knowing you're not there. Tossing and turning, my mind becomes a mess. Can't look in the mirror, my heart beats out my chest.
I'm not stopping this one. You're gonna have to like climb the fence to get me to stop this one.
Right there.
Shout out. We're listening to the song right now on YouTube.
Fire in the
Can't
chat.
help but notice
Music emojis in the chat. Marissa Padilla on vocals. This is the
Marissa.
Chris Killz Family Band on the Raise Flames
Would
Radio
you
Show.
believe me if I said I still loved you? And would you believe me if I still care?
Y'all think I'm crazy, but we're listening to the song right now, so I'm not just doing this to nothing.
Living without you.
Click the link.
Knowing you're not there. Oh, but the good times I still hope everything. Thinking back then still brings a tear. Then I remember
Hearts in the chat for Marissa
how it
Padilla.
used to be.
This beautiful voice on the Raise Flames Radio Show.
I didn't see.
And it's calling on the sax.
Colin Kuta, like a Mario Brothers character on the sax on the Raise Flames Jazz Radio Show. Ooh, into the night with this.
We're listening to the song, guys.
Oh my goodness.
Go ahead and click the link.
If I said I still loved you, and would you believe me?
There you go.
If I still care, you know I've been trying, living without you, knowing you're not there.
Here it goes. Here we go.
Oh man. that, dude.
That's her.
Wow.
That's her.
Wow. Wow, wow, wee wah. Holy moly, dude. So this girl does she do this with anybody else or just your band?
I feel very special.
Oh my god.
She does it just with my group. I mean, like, and this is I hope she's good with compliments, but I'm still waiting for us all to be working for her. She's working for this group, but I see her going far, and I will leave it at this. So the song "Would You Believe Me" was written in January 2021. I wrote that song.
You wrote that song?
Yeah. I used to sing it. I wrote the lyrics. I used to sing it. I wrote it. But the thing is, like, I've always pictured a female vocalist. And I thought, who better, dude? Like, cause she has that oldies like vibe and tone where it's super clean. It's perfect. But then I show her the song, I show her the chorus, and then she comes up with this really angelic verse melody, like da 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 da, 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 like super angelic, and then it just all came together. And then in the song, essentially, I wrote about my own bullshit, but because I just got out of a relationship. I think it was like 2020. I left, but then I think around January 2021, I was feeling these feelings where, like, I thought that was the right thing to do, but a part of me still loves this person. And there's that lyric that says, I thought walking out was the right thing to do, but I can't help but notice you found someone new. And that's the part that hurts the most, right? And it's, would you believe me if I said I still loved you? Because I doubt she would have believed it, but I was...
Wow, powerful, dude.
And then the bridge, you know, but the good times I remember, I still hold very dear. Thinking back then still leaves a tear. But then I remember how it used to be, all the pain and heartache that I didn't see. So it's like comes full circle. So yeah, like, I love the song, and Marissa fucking nailed it.
Dude, here's the best case scenario. First of all, well, let's listen to what Shawnee Starfire has to say. All right, guys, I have to get back to sleep. Got to wake up early in the morning. No worries, Shawnee Starfire.
Cheers.
We're gonna be Saturday morning, Tacos in la Mañana, a special show on Twitch, twitch.tv/Raise Flaves. This Saturday, 4 a.m. We're gonna be raising money for pancreatic cancer. I'm gonna be playing about 3 hours of music from about 3:30 all the way till 6 a.m. PST, which is 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Great cause. I'm going to be playing tons of music. You guys are going to love it on twitch.tv/Raise Flaves. That's this Saturday. Be there or be square. It's going to be an amazing event, amazing cause. Thank you so much, Sonny, for coming in. Dude, best case, there's no bad thing. All I see is lights and moolah in your future. Because here's the thing. You've got an amazing band. You're a gifted artist by yourself. You could go by yourself, but you've got this chick, and you have this. You write all the songs? Yeah, I wrote all the songs on the record. Except Give Me Time. I credited, it's one of my biggest influences. His name's Magic Sam. And the song is from the late 50s. And it was just a guitar. Yeah, it was just a guitar and his voice. And it's so moving, and there was so much potential. And I thought it would be a great tribute if I cover that song in my own way, and then obviously give him and his family the royalties and everything they want. We went through all the right steps, and if you look at the Spotify, it says the Spotify. I sound old. The Spotify. It says credited to Magic Sam. Oh, so, that's awesome. Yeah. Dude. So you did everything the right way.
Yeah. Everything else I wrote.
Yeah, but my point is, you're a great songwriter, dude.
Thank you, sir.
And so it doesn't matter what you do, it's going to turn gold, because you have this chick. You're telling me she has no other band?
Don't give her ideas. She's my woman.
I mean, like, you know, like, this is like, it just seems like
she could be a star. I'm telling you. Everybody in this group can go by themselves and do phenomenally. I already have, dude, like, our bass player is doing big things. You know, our keyboardist Gabriel, he's in a lot of big bands too.
So it's like the same
Peter,
thing, like the Van Morrison thing. You have the same thing that Van Morrison had. All the jazz musicians that are behind him, you have the same thing going for you.
It's just coincidental that we all fucking grew up together. That's just the crazy part.
That's crazy. So, dude, you just keep writing songs for her, and she sings.
Yeah.
Plus, the show has you already and your band.
Yeah.
And then this chick comes in and starts doing her. And forget about it. So you're golden. You're writing the. If she ever goes off, you're writing the songs for her, and you're helping her, and everybody's just working together.
I'm sure we'll still have a great relationship no matter what happens.
Oh yeah, dude. It's amazing. You got to introduce me to this lady. Write more songs for her. Build.
Oh, yeah.
Build the band up. This is not going to be the first time you guys are going to see Chris Killz on the show. You're home now, so this is the place to be. Exclusives here on the Raise Plays Radio Show. You gotta get me in contact with this girl. Bring her on the show.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, totally.
Bring her on the show. Play that song. There's gonna be a lot of opportunities to do like live performances here.
Oh, that'd be great.
So we're gonna do some. I've got a guy from San Luis Obispo coming in to fix all my chain so that you can get the good audio out here.
Oh, gotcha.
So we'll do some killer like intimate type setting right
That'd
here.
Be awesome.
With you
Let's
and her.
partner up.
You on that clean guitar, amazing stuff. It's amazing, dude. Amazing. I love this. I'm glad you came in, brother. I'm glad you came. You decided to come on the show.
Of course.
Amazing band. Go on to Spotify and listen to Chris Killz. I've been listening to it for the past week and a half. It's a road band to me.
Road band.
You know what I mean? Like this band has to be on the road. It's going to take off. It's got to be on the road. It's got to be the Van Morrison thing. It's got to go all over the world. You got the saxophone playing. It's like Eddie and the Cruisers on the road. You know what I mean? It's the saxophone, the bass. It's got a story behind it. It's friends from a neighborhood. It's Chris's story behind that as well, and everything that he's been through, and the emotion in his songwriting. This is an amazing album. This Man on the Move, is it it's called? Man on the Move. What's
Mr. Move On.
Mr. Move On is an amazing album. But Chris, I have a feeling, has so many more songs that are in that brain of yours. Am I right?
There's at least 150, and I need to pick the best 12 for the next record, which I'm already working on. I don't want to take the hype off this record. It's only 2 weeks old. In 2 hours,
Cool.
This record will be 2 weeks old. Still a baby, still lots of potential. But goddamn, does it feel good to say, be sure to check out our music on Spotify, Apple, Amazon. I was in my shower and I said, Alexa, play Chris Killz and the Family. Now playing. That's right, bitch.
That's awesome. Painting Polish, thank you for that. Painting Polish, put your Spotify link in the chat. Bro, I'd love to keep you. I could keep you on here all day talking about music. So,
yeah.
But it's late. We got to get going. We'll have Chris back on the show more and more. Let's bump this album, guys. This is a great, solid album. Let's put it in our cars. Let's put it in our shower like Chris is doing with Alexa. Let's listen to it at work. It's a great album. Great, amazing, talented group. I want to see you guys live. When's the next show?
So the next show at the moment is not booked. I'm going to be doing a lot of podcasts, a lot of appearances on any media that I can find at the moment. But right now, nothing is booked, which is good for my mental health.
Yeah, get a break.
I need a break, dude.
And here's what you do when you go on the other podcast. Just go like this. I just got off the Raise Plays podcast, and then talk
Absolutely.
and then talk about yourself.
Oh no, I'll plug. No, I'm gonna plug the hell out of you.
That'd be funny. Every
Plug,
show you
not
go on,
pig. I don't know what you're
I
into.
was on the Raise Plays podcast, and we talked about, and then it just continues.
Ray, thanks, man. Thanks for having me, brother.
Absolutely. Guys, thank you for listening to us. This is an amazing band. Chris Killz and the Family on Spotify. Juice Gang Gang, Juice Gang Gang. Stay thirsty, my friends. Not dangerous. Have a great one.